Hello and welcome, Pocket Watch here, and it's about time for another episode of IO. Let's continue. Let's find out the password for Shamash account, I guess. That's our next goal, I assume. So yeah, let's go. Let's see what we can do. If we can actually find it. The weather isn't looking too good today. Even since I decided to search for Mutsuki, it feels like all of my surroundings have begun to oppose me. Are they that desperate to prevent me from finding her? Huh. Sakuya arrives, energetic as ever. It seems the weather has no effect on Sakuya pressure chart. I wish she could pass me some of that energy. This morning she called me and told me to meet her at the bus stop, but didn't let me any further details. Oh, so we're not going to school actually. I felt like this is like working next day to school. So it's, oh, right, they have break few days. True, right. Never mind, we are going to school. Why? My fatigue been building up recently. Unlike before, it feels like I can sleep for as long as I like now. Besides, there's no meaning in going to school unless Yayoi-sensei is there, right? She grabs the nape of my neck from behind, making it impossible for me to move. He's like a cat. She just like grabbed him by the neck and he just like stopped moving. If it's come to this, then all I can do is give in to her. Okay. Okay, that's actually a good idea. Since Shamash is like historical, mythical thing, then we might find something about like Shamash himself basically in the library, and maybe find out the password this way. It might be something just related to Shamash in general, and maybe something that will click to us as well at the same time. Okay, smart. She's probably saying that if we look through enough different books, we can attempt to deduce the password that we couldn't figure out yesterday. Yeah, good idea. You are. Death sentence. Nice. Okay. It's a library, huh? The air conditioning is working wonders in this room, and the color tone of grains of wood is easy on the eyes. I like this place, yeah. Because of the school break, there's almost no other people here aside from librarians. It's more or less deserted. Yeah. It seems Sakuya already has a starting point. Considering the situation yesterday, what would be a good keyword to look up? I think about it, my brain won't work if it's off key. Just find Shamash. I just can't keep up with Sakuya's insight. I really am pathetic. I sit down in the nearby chair. You are constantly tired. Jesus, this is like your quirk. Sakuya looks at me with concern. I feel like really bad about making her worry, but I'm just so very tired right now. There's nothing I can do about it. I mean, yeah, like you're like not sleeping at all at night in general, and it's like what, a week already or something with these nightmares and stuff. Yeah, I feel yeah. God damn it. Why is this site reflecting sun? What is happening? Why is this Okay, I will just cut this. Okay, like that. No, better. Anyway.
わかった。じゃあ参考になりそうな本をいくつか見繕ってくるから、それまでここにいてね。
うん、ありがとう。
He's very considerate about his condition, though. I appreciate it. It is worrying, though. She looks at me like she wants to ask something. Yeah. Like, you know, at this point is kind of like me sometimes when I have like problems sleeping, basically, and I sleep like every day, like 2 hours or something. And then there's like this one day of the week when I'm just like totally dead. And also I'm often sleeping after work, which makes me depression because I'm not recording when I'm sleeping, and then I'm pissed because I don't upload anything, and like so on. The circle goes on. Yeah, great. Glad I'm ahead with the episodes. So for now, so good, I guess. But I will probably take some break at some point again for a few days. But we'll see. But she says nothing and disappears off in the direction of the bookshelves. I rest my chin in my hands and as I remember, Mutsuki,
お兄ちゃん。
you were here, so you were in the same school. So are these memories or are these like actually she's like appearing in his mind? It almost seems like memory. I mean, she's appearing like in this place. Okay, never mind. I will just
会いたかった。
read.
この2年間、本当に会いたかった。
お兄ちゃんは何を見たの？
Moon.
お前の部屋を暗く閉ざしていたカーテンを開いたら、そこには夢のように鮮やか。
They have like actual conversation in this dream.
月はいつも天空にいるの。たとえ太陽の光にかき消されても、地平線の彼方に沈んでいてもね。
Yeah, like this Mutsuki is more than just like figment of a dream of you remembering her. This is like she's actually like having access to your brain somehow, and she just appears there and talk to you while you sleep. Probably because while you are asleep, like your body basically and brain focuses on different things than being awake, and she can just communicate with you only when you are asleep, basically. But still, the cheap fury is back. Like, oh, I have nothing else, sorry. For now, I have nothing else. I don't know why, when, for what reason, who, but I have no other clue.
見えなくても、そこにいる。
Still
見えない
there.
ものを見る力。その力で私を探し出してね。
Find with the power to see invisible.
全てを救い出して。
Save everything. Okay, we're on like world saving mission now for some reason.
すべてって、僕はムツキを見つけるだけじゃダメなのか？ どうしていいか途方に暮れてるっていうのに。
お兄ちゃんならできるよ。じゃあ、私は行くね。
Okay. Very short time to converse, I guess.
ムツキはどこにいるん
Yeah,
だ？
wouldn't that be easier? Why you can just tell me? If you can like just communicate with me and like just like, talk to me, why are you tasking me with finding you? You can just tell me where you are if you want to be found.
知ってるでしょ？夢の中の月。見えるけど見えないところ。そこは。
In a place that you can see yet you can't see over there. Very convoluted. Are you a moon?
こんにちは。
Oh, hi. One of the twins. This is the Yuki? The timid one. I was having a continuation of last night's dream, and then I came to my senses. A girl that I've seen somewhere before is calling out to me. What do you mean somewhere? She's... Oh. I really can't... Oh, wow. They really testing me if I remember her name? Are you serious? Is that actual choice? Wow. It's always like just character that is like stumbling. Oh, her name was what was that? That or that? I never saw visual novel giving me the choice on like who the hell is that? Well, that's who Yumi. Sami is a violent one. The Yumi, that is to say, Shinozuka Mayumi.
君はユミ？
Hell yeah.
はいひなたくんですよね。
うん、そうです。
よかった違ってたらどうしようと思ったけどこの間は
No problem.
ありがとうございました。
It's nice.
ああ、カードの件か。いや、もう気にしないで。
Now,
会うたびに言われると、こっち
Sakuya,
しちゃうから。
it's time for you to prove that she's real. Come back here and talk to her. Or at least recognize that she's here.
ごめんなさい。
You don't need to keep apologizing like that. That's what I was trying to imply, but
ひなたくんはよく図書館に来るんですか？
probably would have seen me more often if I did, because you apparently are in the library often.
いや、今日はたまたまなんだけどね。
ということは何か探したい
Yeah?
うん、そういうことになるかな。
She probably can help. Because Sakuya was the one who brought me here, I can give a deeper response than that. I want to avoid an awkward situation. Right then? Oh? 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 Wait, she's real? An extremely familiar pain assaults my right ear.
ちょっと私が必死に資料を探してきてしんどい思いをして運んできてるっていうのにひなたは何をやってる？
分かったから話してよね。
What are you doing? Yeah? At that moment, a voice comes from far away.
ではお静かに願い
Oh
ま
my
す。
god, my ears. This is so loud. This soundtrack is extremely loud. Like, this specific soundtrack is the reason why I don't know what to do with audio. Like, just this soundtrack. As soon as she hears that, Sakuya lets go of me. But it doesn't stop her from muttering to herself.
ああ、うん。
じゃあユミは失礼します。これ以上お邪魔してもいけないし。
Okay, Sakuya, you did recognize that she's here, right?
じゃあね。バイバイ。
Right?
ひなたくん。
Or are you disappearing because you don't want Hinata to speak to the air and empty space while Sakuya is near? Yumi heads over to the library counter as if nothing happened. She returns her book and... Oh, it seems she's borrowing a new book as well. Okay, she interacted with someone else. Okay, your chances to be real are actually high now. It's first time that she actually, like, you know, got into interaction with anyone. Unless, actually, you know what? We would have to... I'm too suspicious. I'm too suspicious and way too into details. I think, like, it's a Umineko problem, basically, for me. Like, I'm way too picky into details. For example, like, her returning book and borrowing book can be just an illusion as well. Like, we would have to go to the lady that is, like, giving out the books and ask her what the girl before me basically borrowed and gave back. Stuff like this. Like, you know, if that exchange actually happened.
ユミ。ね
Cross everything. She's real. Never mind. Twins are real. So the other one is real as well. Well, chippy brain stays, I guess, because how Muski can like communicate with us then, like that. But hey, we just established two real people. Huh?
と目を離すとすぐナンパするんだから。
Well,
そうじゃないだろ。たまたま向こうから話しかけられたの。
逆な？もう本当にムツキちゃんを探そうっていう気があるのかしら。私がこんなに一生懸命。
that's right. I don't have time to think about Yumi right now.
すごい量の本だね。
But now I'll change the subject.
うん。 結構うちの図書館充実してるよね。
Well, it's called library, not a library room. It's spacious, three-story hall filled to the brim with books and documents. Kyoka's academy institution are famous even in the rest of the
オ
Tokyo.
リエントの神話関係だけでもこんなにあったんだから。
オリエント？
うん。シュメールとかバビロニアとか
ああ。
メソポタミアとか。
Wait, just how is this related to our research for the password? Oh my god, how? Is he not really that dumb?
とりあえずムツキちゃんの失踪がバビロンに関係してるんだとしたら、このバビロニアの神話伝説からチェックしてみるといいんじゃないかな。
Okay, I actually did not thought about that. I thought about Shamash. Like, if like no one would tell me like what the hell is Shamash, I would just assume it's like I think I said that before. Yeah. I said that before, but I was wrong and you corrected me in the comments. But I was on the good track that he was like some kind of god or something. So yeah, I would check books about mythology as well.
だからオリエントの神話なのか。
I didn't thought about the Babylonia though.
うん、そうだけど。
昨夜、貸して。
In that instant, I began flipping pages as someone flipped a switch in my head. The answer lies in this book, or at the very least, there should be a hint or two in it. Babylonia, the term developed from merely an adjective used to describe the city of Babylon, the name of the country and territory that had Babylon as its core. And Babylon originated from Babel. Babel, or Bab, Il, means gate of God. Since that gate couldn't be entered, does that mean you need to pass through the gate to become a god? This really goes like philosophical like this era. At some times. I suddenly look up at the documents and see Yumi back as she leaves the library. She looks a bit lonely, and then, just when it feels like she's going to turn around and look towards me,
ねえねえ、ひなた、これこれ。
that voice brings me back once more. Sakai points on the page. On it
シャマ
is...
シュ、
Yeah, okay.
バビロニアの太陽神、
God of Sun.
英雄ギルガメシュの守護神で、聖樹を守る石化獣フンババと戦うとき、
Okay, that's more info.
風を送って英雄を助けた。
So Gilgamesh had the guardian deity. I guess... I mean, this is like not only a lesson about ancient like mythology and stuff. It's also trivia about fate, I guess. I mean, Gilgamesh, Gates of Babylonia, yeah, sure. Humbaba, fossilized beast, protector of the cedar forest, Shamash. Okay.
ねえねえ、見直した？
With the divine winds. Oh! This part is related to the school that we are in. It was said that... I don't remember exactly, but there was something about the divine winds in our school. I don't remember exactly if that was in the name or like people say there are like divine winds or something. Something about winds. There was something about this. About our school. Connected again.
なんでこんなことに気づかなかったんだろう。シャマシュはバビロニアの神。そうだ。それはあり得ることじゃないか。
ひなたって。
ありがとう、昨夜。
Yeah, she wanted to be thanked.
とりあえず、この資料に当たりをつけて、必要そうな部分は全部コピー取っちゃおう。
わかった。
よし、やるぞ。
Okay. I begin to pour through the materials Sakuya got for me, one after another. All worldly thoughts disappear from my brain as I start to move toward one goal and one goal alone.
あ？
Sakuya is looking at me with strangely warm
やっ
eyes.
ぱりひなたは目的が見つかるととことんやるんだよね。だからここ2年は目的を見失っていただけなんだよね。
あ、
Does Sakuya feel that deeply about that? I feel myself a bit embarrassed from the guilt, so in order to hide that,
昨夜も一緒に手がかりを探してくれ。頼むよ。
I say this.
そうだね。私も頑張るよ。
My beloved sister, my beloved playmate. Right now, the three of us are starting to move together in order to recover our lost past and to live for the future. Suddenly I remember something and look towards the exit. Obviously, Yumi isn't there anymore. I need to focus on the documents. I look at the entry next to Shamash and begin to read it. What did you remember? Why you looked at the entry at the same time?
シン、バ
Okay.
ビロニアの月の女神、階段状ピラミッドであるジッグラットは本来は神に捧げられた神殿
Worship
で、
Sin. God of Time, Fate, and the Moon. Okay. Sumerian counterparts of Nana. Wait. It's of... Wait, is it like Did Sakuya named her rabbit Nana or something? Right? That was Sakuya that called her rabbit Nana. Right? I think. So Nana is also, I guess, Nana is, I guess, goddess. Goddess of time, because it's counterpart. Right? Moon. God of Moon, so counterpart Nana. The ziggurat or of Ur was the temple dedicated to honor Sin and Nana. Or like, actually, Nana is probably sun, because Sin is the moon. Ah, everything connects for some strange reasons. Ziggurat, staircase at pyramid in Babylonia, called Tower of Babel. Common languages so everyone could communicate with each other. Yeah, I know that. Also, there's like this whole like Babylonia thing is like reminding me of Symphogear. Sorry, I'm mentioning this again, but yeah. And this like government languages, everyone can caress, like yeah, curse of Balal, I guess that was called in the series, in the show. They called it curse of Balal, basically. But I think that was just made up for like anime, basically, the Balal thing. Or maybe it's actually referencing something real, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, like this is actually real, yeah. As a result, the tower was never completed. Yep, later Babel would also come to be known as the Babel, or to say words that makes no sense. And the headquarters of the MMORPG, Babylon. Oh. This is the headquarters. Okay. Huh. Moon's name has the kanji for moon, Tsuki. Yeah, okay, I expected that. I said before, like I wonder what how the kanji looks for them. My name is Hinata, which also means sunny place. Oh, counterparts? So Muitsuki is like moon, like sin, counterpart, sun, Nana. If Muitsuki gave me the name of the sun god, then
月はもしかしたらバビロンでは神とかそういう月の女神の名前を名乗ってるんじゃない
good
か。
thinking. It's not a direct hint for Shamash password, but even so, I think this is information worth remembering.
それは確かにありえるかも。女の子はロマンティックだから神秘的な存在。
My field of vision suddenly seems to clear those few words. I feel like I saw something. Is this like what you meant by saying something invisible? I want you to tell me, Motsuki. Okay, new thought. If Motsuki avatar is called Sin, I think like, and like Hinata have avatar called Shamash, so there's like nowhere Nana, right? The counterpart. But Sakuya called her rabbit Nana. So what if Sakuya actually have an account, an avatar that is called Nana? And because it's like it seems like everything is revolving around the three of them. Shamash, Sin, and Nana. That would make sense, I think. I wonder if Sakuya actually have account already. Also prepared for her. Could be. Not sure why, how, and stuff, but... Huh, interesting. Tell me Mutsuki, okay. And time skip. Won't end like this. It's only been a few days since I was last here, but the scenery still carries the air of the nostalgia. The wind blows across the roof. Sakuya and I come up here to buy some soft drinks from the vending machine. From what I can see, no one else is here.
こんな時間ここへ来たの初めてかも。
Okay.
僕は
Is it the same for me? It's true that because I always come up here during lunch breaks, it should be the first time, but I ever seen it. First time I've ever seen it during the sunset, but I feel like I've seen this scenery somewhere before. Is it deja vu? Probably in some of your blocked memories from the past. Maybe you've been here with your sister before.
根を詰めて作業したからいいわねこの開放感。
Or maybe someone else's memories are pouring into you because of the chip in your brain.
だから僕はいつもここに来るんだ。
気持ちはわかるけどね。
The refreshing wind itself may not be changing, but the more it blows on us, the colder it feels. We can't stay here forever.
そろそろ
Back to the library. But the moment I was trying to say it, I eat my words. Okay. Also about, before I continue, about like saving everything. I'm thinking now, if like hackers in this world found a way to like maybe like erase like a person per se, like erase in quotes, like, you know, like take control over them, right? Maybe Hinata is some kind of like experiment, like a first step or something, you know, to like world domination. Like it's just a simple plot, okay? I'm going to make a simple plot. So some guys wants to like have like domination of the world, and they find out that, hey, we can actually control people by doing this. So we can like erase themselves and implant them with like other memories, and they can become like basically our puppets and stuff, you know? So that's why he's seeing, remembering like sunset because it's like fake memories implanted to him maybe or something. Yeah, I'm making like a lot of like conspiracy theories right now. But you know, one of them must be right at some point, right? The more I make, the better. There is no red truths in this, unlike Illuminaco, so you cannot cut down my blue truths. Someone's on the roof, approaching us from the back. Okay, is this the weird guy that is like following us or like something? Is it the same guy? I drag Sakuya along and hide ourselves in the shade of the tree. Never mind. No, it is. It is the same voice. Incidents won't end if things keep up like this. Okay. Whose voice is that? Is that Yoyoi?
私も我々を見捨てたあなたに接触する気などなかった。
You abandoned us.
急を要する。
So Yoyoi and this like guy from the car knows each other. And she left the group. Was he not a father in the same group? Is he still in the same group? Okay.
これは私の管理責任だ。だから私がきっちり落とし前をつける。
Always paying any
だが
debts.
アヌにもやるべきことがあるはず。
Anu? Babylonian god of heaven. In Sumeria, Anu was called An. All of them have like names of gods. Nana, Sin, An, Shamash. Okay.
なんでそうなるのよ。
私が追ってる線。それはあなたの生徒の自殺に。
To your side of student suicides. Yep, okay, this is the guy from the car 100% with Yoyoi sensei. Okay, plot thickens. Your students. It can be that the one named Anna who's talking to a unknown person is. Yep, it is.
なんですって。それはどういうことなの？
I think it's the first time we have almost full sprite for her. I instinctively gasp.
あれは
Yep, and this is the guy.
接触によって喚起された程度のものではない。裏がある。
We still don't know his name though, right? That's why we info to contact on the map, the back sides to the whole thing.
あの人って
Sakura tries to say something, but I desperately press my hand over her mouth. I realize that my hand is trembling. Sakura and I exchange glances and nod at the same time. Father said we can trust basically Yoi. Yoi talks to this guy, can we trust this guy? I mean, she left apparently, whatever she left. But they still seems to be on kinda good terms. I mean, they're not attacking and stuff, they're just like discussing. Huh.
あなたは何をどこまで知っているの？
How much do you know, Yoi?
今日は
Yoi.
目的のために立ち寄った。私の要件は済んだ。
I warned you.
警告はしたか。
Okay.
待ちなさい。
私はあなたの造反を許したわけではない。
Okay. Never mind, maybe they're not on the best terms. But still, like, passive-aggressive. Well, suddenly night. Lassie sits on the bench with a stern expression. She lights a cigarette, and when she's finished it, she goes straight for another one. Talk about the chain smoking. Okay. That's why we have a night here. Because, yeah, it's been long. I think I hear the loud sound of engine displacement for a supercar from around the distant school gates. A sound I don't want to get accustomed to, but if I heard that right, then it means this guy has left the school. Unable to leave, Sakura and I huddle our cold bodies together from being a clump, from behind a clump of bushes. Only a part of our bodies that are touching warm up, and the difference in temperature between the rest of it is like the threshold between the real and the unreal. Interesting. Yeah, they like sleeping everywhere like this, like little like hints and details of like just to make it feel like it's IO. Threshold between real and unreal. Just then, Sensei slowly stands up. Wave her back turns towards us, she speaks up.
いつからそこにいたの？
And then she turns her head. And her head alone towards our direction. Damn. She knew.
いつから気づいてたんです？
さっきタバコを変えた時かな。
Oh. Okay.
僕は先生とあの男が空中庭園の方から歩いてくるのを見た時からです。
男か。
So that's actually a girl. Okay. You got me
お
then.
かしいんですか？
ちょっとひなた
Sakura is tugging my sleeve desperately. I know she's telling me to stop, but I can't do that.
まあその件はいいだろう。
So it's a girl. Okay. It's a woman.
よくないです。あれはだ
妙に突っかかるじゃないか。
No further concerns, huh?
ひなたが関わるよ。
I mean,
忘れるんだ。
I have plenty of concerns about this person. I got, no, marked for being dead, basically, multiple times now by this guy. Or actually, girl. At that moment, I'm brought back home from the realization that the Yayoi Sensei with what we knew isn't just a public health doctor. She left me trapped in a cage full of
忘
mysteries.
れられません。
行為にだってプライベートはある。
それは
ひなたがもう少し大人になったら話す。そういう役、
それは
ここで無理やり聞き出そうっていうのは。
先生はずるいです。
ああ、みんなそうやって。
僕は
I don't want to be that kind of adult. I catch those words in my throat before they can come out. If I use inflammatory language to go tit for tat with her, then I will be just proving that I'm a kid, won't
早
I?
く下校したまえ。もうすぐ校門も閉まってロックがかかる。
先生はどうするんですか？
言われたことが気になる。 少し調べてみるよ。
Although yeah, since he still doesn't tell me everything, she finally compromises at least at the last minute. That's why I should leave right now.
アヌ、
ひなた、お
先生は一体何者なんですか？近寄らないでください。僕は先生の言うとおり
Damn.
です。
Yeah,
今のところはね。
mistrust.
前、火遊びも大概にしないと、やけどぐらいじゃ済まなくなるぜ。
どうやら僕のお尻にはすでに火がついてるみたいです。
ひなた、私は君の身の上を心配している。
Yeah,
ありがとう。
okay.
でも自分の面倒ぐらいは自分で見ます。
Ah, pocket her.
それ
ひなた、
今日はいろいろと失礼な発言。
She's very like desperate to keep Hinata safe.
関係しています。でも
Some kind of promise with his father? Was like Mutsuki maybe with them and she disappeared? If Hinata is like in dark like this, maybe Mutsuki... If like everything's like planned of Mutsuki, maybe like this account and everything, then she was like within like this organization or whatever like it is happening as well, and she left as well. Maybe she left together with Yayoi? Huh.
そうだな。相手をあまりに信じすぎるのは良くない。
As she says this, Sensei takes out her next cigarette. 500 cigarettes. Does anyone know the reference? Let me know in the comments. I turn around without another word and head towards the staircase.
すいませんでした。立ち聞きするつもりはなかったんですけど。
I turn my head to see how Sensei answered with a smile.
Don't mind. Don't worry. どっちかっていうと、昨夜は被害者みたいなもんだから。
Okay.
あ、
Very carefully
失
about
礼します。
that. I mean, we have little to no information about what happened, so she really don't have like hide especially anything. Like we can talk about what we saw, like you just discussed something. And you have a nickname. Saka gives a deep bow, heads over to me, and then firmly grabs my arm. Her hand is sweaty and trembling. I take Sakuya's hand into my own in order to try to calm us both. When we start to descend the staircase, we hear a voice from behind
あ
us.
と、校内で不純異性行為は大概にするようにな。
Thanks.
先
Of
気にするな
course.
昨夜。弥生先生特有のアメリカンジョークだ。
生。
Yeah.
そうなの？
Yeah, she's always like that. Don't worry about that. I don't know how much of what she says is serious or joke. An uncomfortable darkness shrouds our surroundings, so deep that it envelopes Yao-sensei / Ano as well. Interesting.
弥生先生、いつもと違ってなんだか怖かった。
Biting your nails. Also, I forgot to check if like this text actually is like compiling itself into some like longer thing. I actually forgot to check that.
あ
I think that was definitely Sensei's true nature.
理系のストーカー、先生の彼氏なのかな？
いや、多分違う。そういう雰囲気じゃなかった。
どうしたの？
何が？
だってひなたって普段雰囲気なんて全然読まないのに。
Thanks. That was blunt, but several girls have told me that I have no delicacy, so I guess it probably is true that reading the atmosphere is not my strong suit, but
そうわかるんだ。じっと観察していたら、そうだって感じたし、理解した。
rather than insight, it was more like logical consequence. I wouldn't exactly be pressed to call it a deduction, but just by saying the circumstances and hearing what they said, it was like some kind of casualty. Fixed relationship between cause and effect. Yep.
そうなんだ。
It feels as if some sense that's been sleeping within me up until now has awoken. That's the best way for me to explain it. To put it another way, It's like explaining color to someone who's been blind from birth. Yeah, just then, Sakuya suddenly tugs my sleeve.
ねえ、ひなた。帰りたくないよ。一人でいるのが怖い。
Ooh.
何かとてつもないことが起こりそうで。
Woman intuition.
今晩だけでも一緒にいて。
Yep, let's just say together, I believe you. Like, there's so many strange things happening that I'm going to actually 100% believe you. As she trembles, Sakuya looks at me with upturned, almost inviting eyes.
咲夜がその気なら行こう。
Wow. Oh! We're in, like, manga cafe. Or, like, cyber cafe, basically. Okay. One of these.
結局こうなるわけね。
Okay.
ここなら24時間やってるし、2人用の席もある。朝までゆっくり過ごせるよ。
Wow. Wow. So instead of, like, being awkward and going home together and sleep in one house, you just decided to, yeah, let's go to the cafe. Yeah. You can pretty much sleep in these.
はいはい。せっかく家にお互いの両親がいないっていうのに、どうして
Wow.
とかしめしめとか思わないのか
He
しら。
hasn't awoken at
目
all.
覚めてないじゃない。
まずはこうしてっと。
Also, why she said... Okay, this is kinda... I'm digging too... I'm just reading too much into text sometimes, sorry. He hasn't awoken at all. Why you didn't say like he didn't woke up, basically, like normal person? So she will like... would like indicate that, you know, he's still like sleepy and like making no sense. She's saying he hasn't awoken. It's exactly the same thing like father said in the letter, awaken Hinata. Are you somehow connected to this? I'm looking too much into details, sorry. In order to pretend that I'm not listening to her, I first place the documents down the desk next to the monitor.
それでどうするの？
資料をよく読んで、それからダイブする。
え？
Dive in. Oh,
でも入れなかったんじゃないの？パスワード分かったの？
ちょっとやってみたいことがある。
okay.
それでダメなら、全く関係のない新しいアカウントで入って流してみよう。そこで情報を探ってみれば。
Sounds like an idea, yeah.
そうか。
じゃあ。
あ、ちょっと待って。もうせっかちな。で、どうやってバビロンまで行くの？
So Babylon is some kind of like web game. I mean, they don't have this installed here, right? Or maybe they do because it's popular.
検索にかけてもいいけど、昨夜の携帯に来てたメールにアドレスあったんじゃなかったっけ？
Oh, yeah, we can do that. True.
これね。
Okay, sure. Login, making an account, Shamash. What are you going to set as the password? Nana? Sin? Now, this is where the problem begins.
さっきコピーした資料見せて。
Maybe Gilgamesh? Maybe Gilgamesh, because Shamash was like the guardian deity of Gilgamesh, right?
これだけどどうするの？
違ってるかもしれないけど、ギルガメッシュ女子誌の中にギルガメッシュがシャマシュを召喚して。
Gilgamesh summons Shamash, okay.
そうなの？
アカウントがシャマシュなんだから、パスワードはシャマシュを召喚する。
Ooh, that's smart.
すごい。今日は冴えてるよ。
ただ問題がない。
Wow, that's a long password. All glorious Shamash. I have followed the road you have commanded. All glorious Shamash, I have followed the road you have commanded. Nope. Okay.
やっぱりダメだ。
何このインバリッドパスワードって。
不適正なパスワード。多分英数半角しか受け付けないんだろう。
Maybe.
だったら英語で入れなくちゃいけないってこと？
英語とは限らない。ギルガメッシュ女子誌の原文は。
No way you're going to have to write it like that. There's no way.
そんな昔のこと。
僕もわからない。 ムツキはそんな
Why
難
would
しい
she
のを
do?
要求するだろうか。
She's fixated on finding her though. Why? Like, Muski's like situation is extremely interesting. First of all, like she wants him to like find her and save her. Actually, finds her and save everyone. On the other hand, we had like this illusion or like dream horror that Musky was like save me and like saying this in pain. And at the same time, she like make everything extremely difficult to find her. Why? Why you can just tell me where you are?
考え方は悪くないと思うんだ、この方向性で。
Okay. Trying a bunch of passwords. I wonder if they tried Nana. I would try Nana and Sin, probably. Both. I tried inputting the password as the equivalent line in English, but it doesn't work. I had a feeling it wouldn't, but I still couldn't help but try it. As I expected, it still didn't work.
ねえね
I will just sit by and watch Sakuya
え、
speaks
む
up.
つきちゃんが参考にした資料はむつきちゃんが残したデータに残されてるんじゃないかな。例えば彼女のパソコンのハードディスクに
Sure, why not? I mean, that's the idea. What's wrong with me? Why didn't I realize something that obvious?
ないよ。
Stop biting your nails. That's why that was called biting your nails or something. As soon as she points it out, I consciously move my fingertips away from my mouth.
むつきちゃんのプライベートを覗くような真似をしたくない。それは
Uh-huh.
私もわかるよ。
Who knows what's in her search history? I don't want to see Mutsuki's data.
でも自分で決意して家出していったんだから、パソコンの中にひなたが見て困るデータは残ってないと思う。デリートするのは簡単なんだし。
Yeah.
そっか。
Sakuya words make my own emotions feel surprisingly
そ
trivial.
うだよね。
I've been thoughtfully trying to close off my heart, but Sakuya just continues to pound on his door.
ひなた、騒ぐと周りに迷惑がかかるよ。
なあ、そっか。
I guess I got them to cut up in a moment.
それより他にも気になることを見つけたんだけど。
As Sakuya says this, she points at a paragraph from one of the documents we copied from the library.
暇だから読んでたんだけど、確か弥生先生、あのイケメンストーカーにアヌって呼
Yeah.
ばれてたよ。
Yeah, the goddess of... what was that? Oh, the god of heavens. Sexy.
ほら、ここ。
That what's written there?
天空の神。シュメールでは愛。
She created the
世界
world.
の創造者にして大地である木との間に多くの神々を生んだ。
Gave birth to many
ま
gods.
さか。
I'm going to call it now as another theory. Yayoi Sensei is the one who created the Babylon. The game. And maybe she even was the head of the organization. And she left the organization despite being the head. She revolted against her own ideas. Why? I don't know. But something along these lines, I would say, for now. If she created the world, created the Babylon, right, the game, before human populated the land, probably before players find the game, he gave birth to many gods, so Sin and stuff, right, the other Babylon gods, probably. So these are like the first people that are like GMs in the game, maybe. Basically, like the first players. So they're just organization of nerds playing the game. Great. The hell is wrong with me today? Anna is a Babylonian god, just like Shamash, the creator god at
ち
that.
ゃんと調べてみなきゃわからないけど、弥生先生もバビロンの関係
Yeah.
ちょっと待って。
Minsky made preparations for me to come to Babylon because if I go there, we can be reunited. And if Yayoi-sensei is connected to the very same Babylon,
全てはつながっている。ただ今まで僕が目を
why did I question Sensei even further? Someone who knows the facts should be able to clear up things much more. If that's true, then what we should be doing in future is...
いきなりどうしたのひな。
何かいろんな筋道が見えてきた。まだまだ先は長いかもしれないけど、その糸口は
What if we mention Shamash to Yayoi-sensei? Like, hey, have you heard about Shamash? What will be her reaction?
そうなんだ。よかったね。
It's as if she's celebrating with me, for me. Will I also be able to smile like Sakuya someday? I can't say that for certain, but if I'm able to find Muski, then at the very moment I will. Why they feel this way? It's strangely nostalgic. What the hell is happening? Why so we passed out. I assume we passed out. I will, and we passed out. And this is like our thing in brain again. The nightmare's happening. Why the music is hype? What is going on? Everything here fits, as if there were a real place that was built for my sake. Okay.
どうしよう。
Okay, I'm confused. I'm so confused. Why you are here? Are you my imagination too? I think so. Yeah. Like we are 100% asleep. Like we lost consciousness, and she's just like in my brain because that's what this like nightmare is about, I guess. This time. Be that as it may, the situation is tense.
こんなんだったら家に帰ってさっさと寝ちまった方が良かったかもしれない。
今さらそんなこと言ったって。
Men in black suits has shaved heads around and shaved heads surrounds us. What is happening? The 6 of them. Is this what they call being driven into the corner?
怖いよ。
大丈夫だ。ちゃんと僕が守。
Do you have like prediction of future? Though I say that, sweat is a bedding on my forehead. We are outnumbered. To be blunt, I don't have any confidence in us winning. I have no doubt. I have no other choice but to overcome this dilemma. I take one step forward and bring my hands to the fighting pose. I like to say, come at me from whenever you want, but I want to provoke my opponents. Just then? Okay, yep, that's bunch of random assassins, sure. We had... Oh, there was different perspective. It was gray. And then she screamed and it got white. Oh, this is interesting. I like how they play with the text box here. There was a different perspective for a second. My opponent instantly closed the distance. In a daze, I swing my fists. Did Hinata just took out 3 assassins? Okay, yeah, this is a dream. Another splendid consecutive 3-hit strike, which I didn't even think I could do with my own body. Okay, I can do this at that moment. Okay. When I turn around, I see that Sakuya is being pinned down from the left to right. Left and right.
さもなくばこの女の命はないものと思え。
くそ卑怯だぞ。
なんとでも言うがよい。
There's no pain, but the impact begins to pierce my body.
さっきはよくもやってくれたな。これはお返しだ。
What I did earlier? What do you mean? I'm so confused what is happening. Shit, if they keep beating me up like a punching bag, my stamina won't hold out. What should I do?
私やるね。
The hell just happened? I desperately covered their ears. Okay, she just screamed. Okay. And myself, I'm barely able to withstand the impact of that ultrasonic wave that feels like it's squeezing my brain. My brain cannot comprehend what is happening right now. But the black-clothed men collapse in agony one after another, while the others begin to scurry away. She is hacky. And before long, our surroundings are still as death.
ああ
We managed to get through that somehow, but unfortunately that skill she just used can only be used once a day. Okay. And we don't find a save point at this rate. And if we don't find a save point at this rate, we're good as that. Oh. They logged into the Babylon with other accounts because they couldn't log in. Yeah. So this is the Babylon. Now it makes sense. Okay, now it makes sense. Never mind.
やっぱり西は敵が強いのかもしれないね。
If we fainted here, then we would have to start over from the beginning. It was a difficult decision, but... Right? That's right, we're playing Babylon right now. Thanks. In the internet cafe, the two of us registered using our names in all caps. And we dove in with brainwave support headsets. Okay. So it is the VR thing. It's not just a hologram, so you had actually headsets in your house? Okay, you could just say it to me like before. Because the world looks much like reality, there aren't a lot of people who register under their real names. The textures are stable and painstakingly detailed, and the feel of all objects here is exactly the same as they feel in real life. But because everything here conforms to the earth tones, I think that it really is a perfect representation of the city at night.
どうするの？
As we are now, we're a small fry to the enemies who came across us. There's a big case luring about, so we need to hurry and find shelter with some vigilante corpse and guild, or possibly find a relatively safe neutral shop or something like that. But where would those be? We need to get moving right away. Right now, we're just sitting ducks.
東に戻るには地下道を通らないといけないし
An area dominated by darkness. I have no clue what dangers are waiting for us there. Although, we've allocated our battle ability parameters, it's better safe than sorry. There's this city skyscraper called Ziggurat West. Yeah, it's apparently the base, the headquarters, right? That building is the Tokyo government office in the real world. This world is basically modeled of Shinjuku, so I'm more or less familiar with the area. Just how big is this world? Do the boundaries exceed the city, Japan, and even the Earth? At this rate, we have to find the safety zone right now.
ねえ、ひなた。
I like how we can distinguish this is within the game. I did not realize that until they said like they have names in full caps. When they talk to each other, they use full name caps. That's how we know they are in the Babylon. This is extremely distinguished. I like it.
ここが現実と対応してるんだったら、近くに安全なとこあるかもしれない。
Okay.
それって
ようこそ背徳の町。
Patrol troop. Okay.
何かご用かな。
Who is this guy? The place where the police station is in the real life is something like Sentinel Station in this world. The man who looks like a muscular soldier takes a rifle from his shoulder and surveys his surroundings.
さっき始めたばっかりなんです。いきなり襲われてなんとか撃退したんですけど。
なるほど。では比較的安全な場所まで送って差し上げよう。各種のギルドに登録できる酒場だな。
Okay. When I close it, he has a logo on his chest that says EDOC. Oh, that's the like company or whatever that made Babylon, right? Like in the this is in the login screen. If my memory serves me right, EDOC is the name of the Babylon system administrators. Okay. Management group. Yeah, enthusiastic VIP users capable of accessing top secret information. Group name generally thought to be for either electronic doctors or electronic documenters. However, those who despise Edo claim stands for the eccentric documenters. Okay.
ありがとうございます。ほらひなたまた
あ
I involuntarily bow. Okay, tunnels. Perhaps because I'm kinda irritated, I decided to ask a question as we are being guided.
こんな世界を作ったのは誰なんですか？
ほほう今時の新参者にしては首相な質問
Okay.
です。
僕は真実が知りたいんで
You're
す。
not NPC, you're actually a person that plays here. Okay.
ひなたってば
Sakuya gets irritated by my rude question. I shoot her a gaze that says it's alright, and look back at the giant sentinel as cool man.
バビロンを創造なさったのは尊き三
Great triad, so 3 people, huh? Anu? See? I was onto something. 3 allied members of Anunnaki. Oh, never mind. I was thinking about something else for a second. The Great Triad is composed of Anu, Ea, and Elil. I heard about Ea, I didn't heard about the other one. Source of civilization of knowledge. Was as the tutelary deity of the artists and scientists. Of all the Babylon gods, he was the only one who tried to save humans from the Great Deluge. In Sumerian mythology, he is called Enki. Yeah! I swear, like this... Okay. I need to stop... I cannot stop myself from thinking about Symphogear when I'm reading this. I'm sorry. I know this is like... Like, Io and Symphogear are like totally fucking different things. But like, everything here is just reminding me of this. Like, Enki... Like... Again. God damn it. Go watch Symphogear. Most anime ever. It's also sometimes depicted as the Ognus, a deity that was half man, half fish. I have no idea about that one. What that means. What do you mean, huh? I mean half, but I didn't heard about Oneans. Enlil. Sumerian Babylon god of sky, the wind and the storm. He lived in the clouds between heaven and earth. He was responsible for the flood that devastated many people, the Great Deluge. It is thought his origin refers to as the bell, in ancient scripture which meant Lord. But his name was changed after the title he was assigned to Marduk. I heard about Marduk. Powerful Babylon god and the second supreme god. He is known to defeating Tiamat, the sea dragon. The name of the central server hosting the MMORPG, Babylon. So Marduk is the main server. So Anna and Eu created a server. Actually, Anu and Ea worked on Babylon, and Babylon runs on Enlil, which is also called Marduk. Okay. There's so many levels in this. Oh my god.
三騎士もしかして
しかり祖は最高神にして創造神なり
創造神はやはりそうなんだ
So she really did create the Babylon, I say.
バビロンを構築しエアが色を
Constructed Babylon.
それを進
Yeah,
化
gave it form and depended and cultivated those aspects. Okay. So Anu wrote the code. Ea is a front-end developer that created graphics. And Enil depended and cultivated those aspects. And he's the marketing guy. Actually, no, he's a tester. Yeah, he's the QA guy. Because he cultivated those aspects. Yeah, he tested stuff.
しかし変わらぬ加護を与えてくださるのはエンリル様のみ
is the only one who grants unchanging divine protection, because Lord Enil is also called Marduk, so the server, without server you all die, I mean, all die. Like, game is going to die because it's the main server.
ということはアヌは引退したと。
世界に悲観してお隠れになった。
Yeah, okay.
エア様はやがて
Lady Earen ended up returning. Is the... I mean, it's a girl, probably. Is that Ea? The girl that talks to Yayo-sensei? Is that Ea, actually? By the way, this guy... by the way this guy talks, it's as if he actually thinks that the Great Triad are really living gods. Is he really into role-playing, or does he seriously...
俺の名はニンギルス。お前の名を聞いておこう。
Okay, Ningirisu. Sumerian god of war, okay. I mean, you are from Edok, so yeah, you all are going to have names from gods, probably. I'm very curious what is going to be the reaction if we log in as the Shamash. I'm really curious about this. Is this even a good idea? Worship most in the city-state of Lagash. He taught farmers irrigation techniques so they could expand beyond the Tigris River. In popular mythology, he was regarded as the same light as Ninurta. He would frequently appear as the human with wings, as he appeared to Mushosu, the sacred poisonous snake. Okay.
僕の名は
What's his game? If he's admin, shouldn't he be able to simply look up my own name? Good thought process.
真の知恵を極めんとする勇者は名乗りを上げるものだ。
The man known as Ningiritsu gives a strange broad smile. Damn it, if it comes to this...
違う名で入っている。でも僕には本当
Oh,
の名前
oh, we are going to tell him? Oh wow, okay. This is going to be a bombshell. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. What is going to happen?
これはあるべくして与えられた名だ。その名もシャマシュ。
Okay,
シャマシュだと。
okay,
まさか。そ
okay. He reacted. At that moment, we exited the long underground tunnel and arrived at the surface because our eyes got adjusted to the darkness. The unnecessary bright neon light overpowered
あり
them.
がとうニンギルス。君
I thought like for a second he's going to attack us or something, for whatever reasons. I can see that I can see the bar that Ningrisu was talking about in front of us. There's a man and woman in the various kind of outfits having pleasant conversations with each other.
自分は当然の務めをしていただけであります。
He just suddenly behaves like he's obeying him, like he's a servant of his. I mean, yeah, Shamash been important. Like he's a like guardian deity of Gilgamesh and stuff, but
じゃあ僕らはここからまた自分の足で歩いていくよ。
どうもいろいろご
we part from him. We part from him. He steps back and gives us a reverent salute. It's rather over dramatic, but at the very least, he has my goodwill. That's why I followed up the proper return salute. A satisfied grin appeared on his face. Okay, sure. He says that, and we both part ways from him. The giant hall is crowded with people. People and more people. Everyone is dressed up however they please. Well, this is the virtual world, so you could theoretically have any kind of clothing you wanted as long as the graphic allowed for it, but...
お待たせ
Let's go naked! It's not real! She's holding two Cortez glasses filled to the brim. Despite the appearance and the setting, there's no way there's alcohol in these, given that they're banned by law. And in this modern era where virtual technology has developed, you can't just do whatever you want in the virtual world. I guess you could say that we just enjoy the atmosphere flowing around.
でも一体何に？
そこはそれ君の瞳にとかいうところでしょ
Okay. I wonder if, like, you know, is this like going to be like a sword art online? Like, you know, we are going to get trapped here, and if we die here, we die for real or something.
じゃあ君と出会えた
That's why people like dying after playing this game. Maybe when you die here, then like your body basically is like your brain is like kind of programmed, I guess, to like want to die or something, and then you go to school and jump or something, like, you know, like random like theory crafting now again.
乾杯
Yeah, to your ears, eyes. I don't know what it tastes like. It has the faint flavor of some kind of citrus fruit, but that may be just be the way my brainwaves interpret it. But right now, my brain is already indulged in something else. This is all nothing but a hypothesis, but it all seems to fit. Anno is Yaoi-sensei, and if what Nigusu told me true, the person she was coercing on the roof was...
私は抜けた身
yeah.
なのになぜこだわると
私も我々を見捨てたあなたに接触する気などなかっただが事態は急を要する
Situation's urgent. So something is happening bad in the Babylon. But Babylon must be something way more important than just a game, you know? Like, there's something deep in this. Judging from that sense of distance, it would make sense that that guy was another member of the Great Triad, just like her. And who would be the person most likely to blame her for desertion of Babylon?
私はあなたの造反を許したわけではない
Yeah. Yeah, returned after she left. But they are left at the same time as Anu. So I don't think she denounced her as much as the man on the roof did. Oh, so it's not... so is that the last one? Meaning the only remaining possibility is Enlil. Okay. 1 second. God of sky, wind, storm, clouds. Responsible for the flood that devastated many people. His name was changed to Marduk. So Enlil created the server, I think. It's just that. Like, he created the Marduk. It's not like Enlil is Marduk. Like, in the story, yes, he became Marduk, but here it just, I guess, means that he's one of the developers that created the net here in the Babylon. He created the server.
どうしたの
Or she, actually.
そんなに怖い顔
I'm still going to call probably him he, because like we don't have like any clear indication. I just assume because Yaoi-sensei reacted like, oh, a guy, huh? Ah, funny. Something like that. But I don't know. I'll be confused for some time.
いやどうやらイケメンストーカーの名前が分かったみたいだからさ
Yeah.
いつ分かったのどうやってもしかして
Sakuya, didn't you say you were scared of Enlil? That's why the two of us are together right now, isn't it? Anyway, I explained the logical consequence of my reasoning to Sakuya in as simple terms as possible. As I'm doing so, Sakuya's eyes grow wider and wider.
すごい
まだ確証はないだからまだ仮説に過ぎない
そんなことないきっと合ってるよそれ
だといいけど
There are still questions to be answered, like what did Mutsuki want to do with me by guiding me to the realm filled with the maelstrom of mysteries about Anu and Enlil and so on? And what is the effect of the name Shamash? Yeah, that's my question too. Oh! 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 Change of perspective! Oh! Oh! Yeah, someone else. It's like there was the eye. Like someone else just peeked into his brain. Like probably Hinata is not aware of this. I think. It's like this person can see and hear in thoughts what Hinata is saying, and he's just like doing like meta commentary about this, basically. And Hinata is not aware of this, I think. I don't think like he reacted to this before. Maybe he did, but I just overthought some stuff. We'll see. Huh, this is all very complicated, isn't it? It seems you're finally self-aware. But as you are now, you won't become the opportunist, Miss Holmes. Who knows everything? Will you, Miss Watson, Mr. Watson? Okay. Well, there's still a long way to go. Because the sequence of mysteries has probably begun, you will definitely arrive at the truth unless you get on the wrong track. Looking forward to it. If you continue to stay in this game, if we continue to stay in game world like this, will we be making any progress? If we continue, is this really be the best to find Shama's password? Yeah, Hinata is not aware that someone is peeking into what he's saying and thinking. Hinata is not aware of the chip in his brain, I swear. I mean, he's having like a VR headset basically on his head right now, so could be just like people can connect to others by manipulating brainwaves via the VR headset, right? But Hinata is doing like weird stuff outside of Babylon, so mostly because of the nightmares and dreams that are awfully real. Because Yumi and the other one are real, so I discarded them as the part of the Fury. But we have the dreams yet. Or she says that. I check the time in the real world. 1:20 AM. Okay. It's been 4 hours. Aside, would you really define going out together on a holiday and spending this much time together as playing together? It's true that we might not have done anything like this before for a very long time. At the very least, probably not since early elementary school. Saka, who is occasionally illuminated by the rays of light piercing through the glass in darkness, looks so pretty that it almost makes me tremble. The pink thing of her flushed cheeks is the shade I've never seen before. Okay. Was Mitsuki also taken in by this world in the exact same way? But if she was just a net addict, then she could just have gone here even at home. So where did Mitsuki go? Oh my god, she's about to confess. Or ask him actually. Just Sakuya is starting to talk. So we actually talk. Okay. A man of the noble features, a very composed bearing stands on the stage. Although he's not tall, he still gives out the powerful atmosphere of the leader for some reason. Okay, never mind. I thought like someone in the cafe tries to stop them. Like they're talking. Yeah, they said, oh yeah. They said that there's an event. Like the Last Judgment. Yeah, the Last Judgment is happening. Let's see about Ashur one more time. Guardian the Assyrian Empire. Okay. So, Assyrian and... Assyrian and Mesopotamian gods? What was that? I forgot the other ones. The ones that we were talking about before. The N and stuff. An, Enki, Shamash. I forgot which one. I think Mesopotamian. Anyway. Bearded man drawing a bow in the center of the sun disk with wings. Assyrian Empire. Conduit to the god Ashur. Contact with the empire with the same conduit. The Assyrians' contact with the empire was the same as contact with the god. Okay. They did not severely punish those who violated the contracts. They themselves will be punished by God. to murder enemies, a better ability. Yeah, okay. So they really wants to take justice into their hands. Like, you break contract, you are dead.
諸君らはここで何を見出すのか、何を掴み取るのか。ここはもう一つの現実である。真の自由意志とは、行えることを必ずしも行う必要がなく、あえて行わないことを選ぶ権利があることを。では、真の自由人である諸君らの
True sons of liberty. What is this event going to be about? The judgment. All the players around him in... Oh, maybe this is what we are supposed to stop. We are supposed to stop this event. Like, save everything. Is the Judgment Day going to, like... Judgment Day. This era. No, that was Day of Wrath. Never mind. But, yeah, maybe, like, this event is, like... Last Judgment is going to, like, destroy the Babylon, destroy the Sever or something. And people are going to die. Maybe. If, like, actually if you die in the game, then you die out in the real. I wonder. All players around him incited by his speech raise their glasses. In the end, it's not that he actually told them to do anything. He just made an unreserved argument and told them to do what they liked. Do Nigrisu and the man who just made that speech actually want us to do something? They are talking about that scenario, so there should be some goal and clear them involved with. That was actually alcohol. Wow. Just then, Sakura suddenly twines herself around.
いや、お酒飲んでないから。
We apparently did. I made Sakura stand up and try to help her walk properly.
そんなことないですよ。
いや、アルコール入ってないから。っていうか、それ以前にバーチャルだからこれ。
But it feels real, huh?
いいのです、いいのです。私は酔っ払っ
Very real. Whoa, talk about bad taste. Has Sakura ever been like this before? Did she get drunk of the atmosphere? It seems like it might be the best quit this game as soon as possible and quickly return to reality. Who? Huh? Who the hell are you? I? Okay then. We have cowboys here. You look cool though. When I turn around, I see an incredibly odd man, a cowboy with a 10-gallon hat and 2 pistols hanging around his hips.
お困りのようですな。一つ拙者が手を貸してしんぞよ。
We were just about to log out.
いや、結構です。
何ですか？
いやいやご遠慮なさらずに。困った時はお互い様というもの。
Okay. No, your appearance has just made the situation even more confusing. Who are you? I give him as sharp of a glare as I can manage, full of those feelings.
これは失礼いたした。拙者はボディーガードをなりわいとして
チキタ
チキチータというもの。以後お見知りおきを。
I heard this before. Wait, where we heard Chiquita name before? In one of the previous episodes that was mentioned by someone. Right? I don't remember who mentioned that, but that was mentioned somewhere.
稲垣だろ。
Oh. Oh, a friend from school. Oh, okay.
うわ、ここじゃハンドルで呼び合うのが習わしないで。簡単に
わお
挟んどいてくれ。個人情報の漏洩は犯罪なんやぞ。
やっ
わお
ぱり稲垣だ。おかしいと思ったんだ。いきなり慣れない
わお
話しかけてきやがった。
Okay. Sakura face suddenly sobbers. She was really just acting up until now? Was she really just acting?
そんなわかりやすいハンドルで入ってきて、どないしたんいきなり。
I mean, why not?
こっちにはこっちのじ。
Yeah. Hinata and Sakuya. We are known by those names in Babylon that we might be contacted by Mutsuki. Yeah.
いつもつるんでる吉田はどうした？
失敬な、別につるんでないわ。
Okay.
そっか。吉田は別のやつと組んで冒険に出たんだったな。それで稲垣は。
だから拙者のことはチキチータと呼びたま。
呼びたまえって言われてもね。
だが
いや、よく恥ずかしくないなぁと思って。
相変わらず君は口さがないな。
ありがとう。
褒めてないってば。
まあまあ、二人とも ここは私のか。
Yeah, it was cool here though.
ていうかこんなやつほっといて戻ろう。もう
Wow.
こんなやつとはご挨拶やね。
待って。ねえ、稲垣君はバビロン。
Yeah, he is. Like, he's diving here a lot.
拙者の名前はチキチ。
わかったわ。じゃあ、その勇者チキチータにお願いしちゃおうかな。
おう。
昨夜いいのか？
いやだからこんなやつとかそういう表現はね、ちょっと
稲垣君はこれと決めた道なら誰にも負けないぐらい詳しくなれるんだもんね。意志が
Wow.
強く
Yeah. Okay, he's good.
そんなはっきり言わんでも。
Like about a typical otaku. And should you be angry when she called you Iganaki? How inconsistent. I'm sure that up until now, he's almost never been prized by the girl before.
でね、私たち人を探してるの。なんていうハンドルかわからないんだけど、リアルではムツキ。
Okay.
天空の月って書くんだけど。
Dream and the Moon.
ムツキね。いや聞いたことない。
So people in school don't know about his sister. This is interesting also.
探してみてもええけど。
So you hide the information that you had a sister that whole time when you were in school. That's pretty hard to do, I think. Like people would figure it out sooner or later, you would think. Bouncer Guild, okay.
いやあまり大っぴらにし
バウンサーギルドはバビロンのあらゆるところに派遣されるからいろいろ情報し。
人の命がかかってるんだ。真剣な話なんだ。それに
何？シークレットやで？
ひなた？
I give Sakuya a wink and to silence
このミッ
her.
ションは裏シナリオに関係がある。だから他のプレイヤーには知られたくないんだ。勇者
Okay.
チキチータをし
He's good too. I think this will be enough to convince him to not blabber and spread the
な
rumors.
るほど。誰よりも先にクリアするために情報制限をかけんのか。あいつかまつった。このチキチータ命に変えてもお守り。
さすがね。私稲垣君のこと。
いや、拙者は当然のことをしたまででお気に召されるな。
というわけで一旦ログアウトして出直してくるかな。
あ、そうね。ちょっと対策を立て直しましょうか。
いや、しばしまされい。人探しならいい方法知ってるで。
Okay.
空いてる確率がランダムやけど信頼できる占い師の館がある。バビロンの極秘データにアクセスしている。
Oh, interesting. Huh, another piece of suspicious information. But right now, I'm feeling very desperate. Even if it turns out to be pointless, should we still
い
go?
つ空いてるかわからないなら今から行っても何の問題もないわよね。
わかった。案内および護衛をお願いできるかな。勇者チキチ。
It's just saying that made me feel kinda uncomfortable. Even though I felt from start that it was such an embarrassing name, I'm getting used to it. Still, I wonder, does he understand what it means in Spanish? Jeez, why am I working with a guy like this again?
確かこの辺やったと思うんやけど。
Okay. It's around here, and I think it's about time that we end episode here. So we are going to visit the fortune teller next time. We dive deep into the Babylon, it seems. It's very interesting. I wonder how deeply it's connected to people actually that playing this game and how it can affect real life. And why Shamash? Shamash is important. Anyway, comments are yours. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. So yeah, click the like button if you liked the episode, subscribe for more, check my Discord, and become a member if you would like to support me and see episodes earlier. Thank you once again, and for a Pocket Watch, as we out.